Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be going over some lead magnet ideas as well as lead magnet best practices so that you have the best chances of success when it comes to generating the most amount of leads. And most importantly, I want you to get it done as quickly as possible. And I think a lot of these lead magnets are going to help you do that. Starting with the cheat sheet first, it is up top and it is alphabetized. And even if it wasn't, this one would be first, most specifically because it's so easy to do. You can get a cheat sheet done in 10, 15, or 20 minutes. They're very easy to crank out, but if you get it right, it can have a really high perceived value, okay? I remember I learned this from a marketer a long time ago, and it said, just think of cheat codes. I don't know if you ever played video games or you play them now, or maybe when you were younger. I always remember that, what are the cheat codes to turn this on? That's all you were looking for. It was just a very quick result. That's exactly what you wanted. And you can give those to people when it comes to marketing and of course in your specific niche or business when it comes to what they're looking for. So with that in mind, templates work great here along with done for you plug and play. So I'm going to give you a few examples of templates. When it comes to marketing, if you think about copywriting, formulas are excellent here. So for example, let me just kind of give you a example here. So how to blank without blank, or how to yay without boo. Okay, this is a great copywriting template that someone can go in there and obviously edit. So this wouldn't be, it would be blank, but you could just say like yay without boo. So if anyone's looking to do copywriting and they need headline templates or formulas, this is a perfect one that they can utilize where they just pretty much take the template and plug and play. It actually works for both of those. So how to make money online without using Facebook advertising. How to lose weight without going to the gym all day. How to lose weight without counting your calories. How to improve your golf swing without spending thousands of dollars on expensive lessons. How to play guitar. How to learn how to play guitar without hiring James Hetfield from Metallica, okay? And so on and so forth. I think you get the idea. But this is something that can be done very quickly. Anyway, regardless of what your niche or your business is, it's going to take a little bit of thinking, but ask yourself, what is my perfect audience looking for? And how can I give them the quote unquote cheat codes to help them see success? And of course, it's something they're going to really want. So some more examples when it comes to fitness, templates, like if you plug in your body weight, we're going to show you what exercises you should do, how many reps, how many sets, so on and so forth. You can do the same thing with like nutrition, weight loss, a lot of fitness and stuff like that. Marketing is going to be much easier. Templates for your advertising, for Google ads, for Facebook ads. How about templates for emails when it comes to subject lines, right? How about plug and play emails? Those are much easier to fill in and so on and so forth. I'm very used to a lot of that because I'm mostly in online marketing, but that's kind of giving you an idea when it comes to cheat sheets. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to solve the problem or give the person what they're looking for most. Okay. Next is going to be a case study, an overview about how to get X result. This is great because when someone's coming to you and they're looking obviously for a solution and you have the step-by-step results of how you did that specifically, and maybe you had the before and after results. Once again, I'm going back to fitness. So if they showed someone who was overweight and then they lost a ton of weight, they got ripped and built a lot of muscle, they've seen that. Now you're saying like, hey, I'm going to show you this case study about how I did it. You see my Facebook profile now? You notice how 100,000 people like it or are following it? I'm going to show you how I grew that in 2 years. Or in YouTube, I'm going to show you how I grew from X to Y in terms of followers. Or in marketing, I'm going to show you how I generated all these leads. Whatever it is, it's going to be a case study. And that's something very valuable. Once you can figure out what your perfect audience wants, if you have any type of case study, feel free to share it with them. That can be done in a wide variety of different types of lead magnets, but I'm just putting case study here because that could be an ebook, that could be a video, that could be, any other type of way of giving them that information. Next is going to be coupon and discount. This is seen very often. This is actually very popular in e-commerce. If you'll notice, a lot of times if you hop on like a Shopify store, like right when you move your mouse to be like, hey, before you go, or just I want to let you know that you'll get $10 off. Just give on your first order, just put in your email and we'll send you the coupon. This is great because it's great for getting new leads, but it's also a great way to turn leads into those customers. Plus, this is also good if you have a product on a sales letter. Say you have like an exit pop, one of those light ones where if they go to leave, it says like, hey, before you leave, why not try out our course, $10 off or whatever it's going to be, a certain discount. Not only do you get that opportunity to get the lead because they have to opt in to get it, go to their inbox, but it's a higher chance that they're going to turn into a customer because they're getting a discount. And who doesn't love getting a discount, right? So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be something tangible. It can be something like a discount or something else, which I'll talk about as we keep going. Ebook, one of the oldest forms of lead magnets ever. Okay. Remember, progress over perfection. I say this because ebooks tend to be generally much longer. I remember when I first started online, I thought I had to create like this 100-page ebook. Thankfully, I didn't. I believe I got it outsourced, or I got like a PLR one, which was like 100 pages about affiliate marketing. It saved me a ton of time and hassle. And that's something I want you to keep in mind. If you feel like ebook, you're going to be pulling your hair out and it's going to be taking a long time to do, feel free to do something else. That's why I put the cheat sheet first. Think about those templates, those done for you plug and plays, where they can just give them exactly what they want quickly. And that's going to be a great way to generate leads, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay. So that's ebooks, pretty standard. Next is going to be reports, and I'm not going to talk too much about them just simply because I'll scroll down a little so you can see the others. It's just going to be like an ebook, just not as long. It could be a few pages instead of many. So if you're feeling frustrated with doing a long ebook, maybe just condense information down to a few short pages. That will save you a lot of time. Plus, maybe if you don't want to type it out, you could always do a video instead, which I'll be talking about coming up. Okay. Next is going to be a sample or a trial. This can be for obviously online businesses and offline businesses who are advertising online, of course. But think about a grocery store. How often when you're walking through the aisles of like Costco or Sam's or even like Target, wherever it's going to be, they'll give you a sample of something like a wrapped bacon scallop. And they're like, oh, that's really good. And of course, they're advertising for that product. Like, oh, this is really good. Where can I get that? Oh, I never thought you would ask. Right here. Okay. It lets them know if they like it, and it gives them the opportunity to purchase something. With that is going to be a lot of different ways you can do that for online. So first and foremost, if you have any type of course, it doesn't matter your niche or your business, you could give them, say, access to the first module of a course. Or if you have an ebook, you can give them the first chapter. Okay, whatever it's going to be, you can give them an idea of what it's going to be like to actually dive in and do the rest of it. It's kind of like giving them that bite of the bacon wrap or the little hot dog or whatever it's going to be, okay? If you sell any type of software, there's also the option for giving someone a free trial instead of paying for it. It can make a difference. I know a lot of companies sometimes will have a $1 trial, sometimes it'll be free. It'll say like, hey, maybe you don't feel like paying that $1. Here now you can get a free trial. You don't even need to use your card. Okay, that's going to remove a lot of the resistance when it comes to someone signing up. Plus, another good one is going to be an extended trial. I see this all the time. It works very well. A lot of companies have a 14-day trial, and on kind of like the last-ditch effort, it's like, okay, maybe 14 days wasn't going to be long enough. Here's 30 days instead, extended to give you a longer time to make sure that this software or product is going to be perfect for you and your online business, okay? So those are the samples and trials. Like once again, it doesn't always have to be something tangible. It could be like that coupon discount trial and so on and so forth. So video training or course, this can be a case study. And as we talked about before, case studies can be delivered any way you want. Also, something to keep in mind, you might already have video training that you don't even need to quote unquote create a new lead magnet. You might have older and underutilized YouTube videos. Maybe you actually created a bunch of YouTube videos out of sequence that you can connect as going from one to the next to the other. For example, let's say you talked about creating sales funnels, right? Maybe you have one video you did 2 months ago about creating an opt-in, right? Next, you talked about creating a sales letter, and that was a few months before that. Then after that, you showed how to set up a checkout page, create one-click upsells and downsells. You could actually combine all those together and turn it into like a little training or a little course that's obviously free for them. Given the fact it's video, it's higher perceived value, and that's always a good thing. Also, something I want to bring up, software is probably like the highest perceived value as it gets. Like it doesn't get any better than that. Everyone knows that software, like it's tech stuff. You need people to build it and create it and maintain it. So if there's any way you can utilize a software with lead magnet, I've seen someone do that who said they got just so many leads because they went from, something else to actually offering a software as a lead magnet, and their just leads skyrocketed. I'm not saying that everyone can do it, just something to keep in the back of your mind. Also, when it comes to video training, back on course, if you have an older course that you're no longer selling, maybe you happen to put them on Udemy or something like that, or you took them off, you put them on a course platform, you sold them here, you didn't get a lot of sales, you stopped selling it, and you're like, know what? This used to cost $9 or $19, but for you, it's going to be completely free. Here's even some testimonials about how much people loved it. That can be something that you can give away. And the reason I'm saying that is because it can help you get that lead magnet up and running so much quicker. I know a lot of people have trouble deciding like which lead magnet should I use. Just, make a decision, go with it, and then you can always change and adapt after that. Okay. Last but not least, we have webinar. Remember, they are getting a presentation along with a pitch. And yes, this is probably going to take you the longest. Doing a webinar, coming up with the slides, perfecting it, giving the live speech, or maybe even automating it. There's going to be some steps you need to do. And yes, it can be scary, but I have to put this here because webinars are fantastic when it comes to not only getting leads, but turning them into more of the mid-ticket and high-ticket sales. And I know for a lot of people that can really change their business. So of course, I had to put that there. That's probably not the first thing you're going to jump to, especially if you're a beginner and maybe you don't have a product yet or you're still working on it. But I'd feel very weird if I didn't talk about that, putting a webinar on here just because so many people use it for generating leads and making sales. So all in all, that's a very quick list of lead magnet ideas. Now, very quickly, I want to talk about some lead magnet best practices. These were some that just came up off the top of my head. I'm sure there's about 100 more, but I want to talk about these very quickly to finish up this video. Okay, so first and foremost, make sure you deliver it as promised. And to do this and make sure there's congruency in your marketing, when someone arrives on your squeeze page, talk about how they're going to get their ebook or lead magnet or free course, whatever it is going to be, right? So you can say something like, enter in your best email and I will send this case study to your inbox or to the email that you suggest, okay? Or if you want to say get instant access, you can put it on the following page, okay? So once they opt in, boom, there they go, they get it. So that's deliver as promised, and you can deliver as quickly as possible. There's two ways of doing this, or probably the fastest way is going to be once they opt in, you can put it on the next page where there's a video view saying, hey, thank you so much for opting in. Here is your ebook down below. Here's your case study. Here's your video training, and so on and so forth. And you can also send it to their inbox just in case they don't check that. They'll get quick access. And then from there, they can get exactly what they're looking for. Next, something I want to bring up. I don't know if it's the best practice, but I think it's more of a worry. You don't have to give away the farm. Like, you don't have to give them absolutely everything. Remember, you're just giving them exactly what you promised them and what they're looking for. Especially when it comes to a cheat sheet, this doesn't have to be something that is going to take a long time. Remember, the idea here is to get started as quickly as possible, get it out, and of course, start your advertising, start your marketing, so you can at least attract leads. And if things aren't working, that's when you can change things around. So you want to be as speedy as possible. It's not like you're going to be making mistakes in that time, but once you get the data out there, that's going to be so much easier to change and adapt as opposed to guessing, going back and forth and trying to pick the perfect lead magnet, which you're never going to do unless you actually get it out there and then discover which one's going to work the best. Okay? Here is a nice little tip that you can utilize as well. So you can offer multiple lead magnets. So if you're like me, you've been marketing for a long time, you probably have a ton of video courses, maybe just video trainings, case studies, templates, knowledge, whatever it's going to be. So what you can actually do, especially if you have a website, you can advertise different lead magnets on different pages. So let's say you have a website about fitness, okay? And in that fitness, there's going to be plenty of blog posts related to building muscle, losing weight, lifting. So let's just say anytime you have an article about weightlifting, you can advertise a banner on the side of a lead magnet talking about the 10 best exercises that you should be using in the gym, okay? Notice how it's very targeted that way, so you're probably going to get more clicks and leads like that. Next, whenever you're writing about, say, weight loss, what you can do is have a banner on those pages that recommends a cheat sheet for like the best foods to eat in order to lose weight. Okay, you see how that's targeted as well. And I forgot what the last one was, say like nutrition. Anytime you have a nutrition post, you're talking about the 10 tastiest muscle building meals or fat loss meals that you can utilize. And here's the thing. Anytime someone opts in, what you can do is say, thank you so much for reaching out or, opting in. And of course, requesting your free gift. What I did is send it to your inbox. And even better, I'm going to give you plenty of more bonuses that go along with it. My name is James, so on and so forth. Thank you so much for opting in. Be sure to check your inbox immediately. I know you're going to love what I have to offer. And what happens is once they go there, they click on a link in your email, and that email is pretty much just a gold mine of all of your lead magnets. So regardless of which way they come in, they're getting exactly what they looked for, and they're getting also plenty of other lead magnets, okay? So this is a strategy. I wouldn't say it's too advanced, but if you have a lot of lead magnets, this is a great way to advertise a lot of different things, but collect leads that are looking for overall the same thing, which is better fitness, reducing fat, building muscle, exercising and training, and so on and so forth. And that's just a fitness example. You can use that for any niche, any business, anytime you want. Okay? Last but not least, don't forget about offering a solution for all of your new leads. Keep in mind, we're giving free value here, and we're doing that. It's not going to be a big deal in exchange of, pitching a product, whether it's your product or someone else's. So for example, if you're giving them a cheat sheet about the best copywriting templates and formulas where they can plug and play them, hey, since you're interested in copywriting, you might want to check out this AI copywriting software. Instead of writing templates and filling them in yourself, AI can actually do it for you. You see how something like that can be very nicely related. All in all, don't forget about doing that, because obviously when you're marketing, you got to make sales too. It's a part of business. It's just the way it is, and I'm sure you understand that. Either way, I hope you got some value out of this when it comes to lead magnet best practices and, of course, lead magnet ideas. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment down below. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.